My people, the Nigeria wey we dey manage they say Tinubu and his government don finally sell the country. Watch this video from beginning and the end. You go hear how they take sell this country, give Lebanese and the UK. My people, as that one dey happen, e be like say e no go easy for Tinubu for inside the northern part of Nigeria. As in dey plan to move as rock, go Lagos. Watch the full video.
Nigerians, Nigeria is being auctioned. Nigeria is being auctioned. Unfortunately, the buyer is known already. This auctioning going on about Nigeria, of Nigeria with Nigeria, is very clear. The buyer is being known. The buyer is Gilbert Chagori. And I don't care how risky it is, we'll continue to mention it, that Gilbert Chagori has bought Nigeria from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And until Nigeria begins to ask serious questions about what Gilbert Chagori knows about Nigeria and what Tinubu is using Nigeria to pay him for, we will never grow past this level. Of course, we've established here over time that Gilbert Chagori is Bola Ahmed Tinubu's political godfather and sponsor. The Eco-Atlantic City and several other projects in Lagos are being owned, financed, sponsored, and constructed by Gilbert Chagori and his friends, whether it is the High-Tech Construction or the ITB Nigeria Limited. Both of them are owned by Chagori, the Chagori brothers. What is not even heartbreaking is that the most recent contract or agreement entered between Nigeria and the United Kingdom were about £746 million, so much above $900 million, that was earmarked or made available or signed for the development of two ports in Lagos, both the Apapa port and of course the Tikan Island port, as again be ceded to the Chagori firms, High-Tech and ITB, without bidding, without accountability, without transparency. What more do we have to say? And if this doesn't bother, let me break this particular deal down before I get to the others and tell you that we now have over $12 billion worth of contracts now available to the Chagori firms without accountability, without bidding, and they are running it in this country. Nobody is saying anything about it. Again, over $12 billion has now been ceded to the Chagori firms for them to run construction in Nigeria, whereas nobody has absolutely transparency, document, accountability, or any form of bidding were done. Any form of bidding. Listen, under the new deal, at least 236 million worth of contract, talking about the new British Nigeria deal for the development of the two ports in Lagos, will go to British firms, including a record £70 million steel supply agreement awarded to British Steel. The company will provide 120,000 tons of steel pellets to construction firms, High-Tech Nigeria and ITB Nigeria, for the port upgrade. Again, so it means that the upgrading of the port have already been ceded to High-Tech and ITB. So in case you want to know, who are the owners of High-Tech and High-Tech Construction Company Limited is a subsidiary of the Chagori Group, a multinational conglomerate owned by Nigerian Lebanese brothers Ronald and Gilbert Chagori. Known for large-scale infrastructure projects in Nigeria, the company is closely linked to the Chagori family business interests, with Ronald and Gilbert acting as directors. Now, let's go to ITB. ITB Nigeria Limited is a prominent construction company owned by the Chagori Group, a Nigerian Lebanese conglomerate founded in 1995 and based in Lagos. The company is part of the construction division led by businessmen Gilbert Chagori and Ronald Chagori. Now that you have this information, what is more worrisome is that, are you aware that there are several other projects that this same company are not constructing or having to do for Nigeria without any form of bidding whatsoever, and transparency or accountability not in view? One of them is the Lagos-Calabar Highway, that was initially projected to cost $11 billion. The Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, $11 billion to the same construction firms or Chaguri conglomerate without bidding, without accountability. The third one, the second one is the Snake Island Terminal. This particular contract has been awarded to the Chaguri brothers to the tune of $1 billion. Again, a whooping $1 billion. Don't take my word for a listen. Mediterranean Shipping Company, MSC, secured a 45-year concession from Niger Dock to develop a new container terminal at Snake Island Port in Lagos as part of an investment exceeding $1 billion. Announced in March 2026, the construction contract was awarded to ITB Nigeria Limited and Deme Group. Invariably, $12.7 billion awarded in 3 national contracts to the Chaguri brothers or Chaguri firms without any form of accountability, any form of bidding, any form of transparency. The National Assembly is silent. The NBA is silent. Opposition Nigeria is silent. The country moves on. Nigeria is being sold and the Chaguri brothers are buying Nigeria. This is not good at all. And until Nigerians realize that this particular business going on with Nigeria, for Nigeria, on Nigeria, on behalf of Nigeria, is not for the good interest of Nigeria, we will not know the damage this is causing. Funny enough, in the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway contract, a funny development happened when I was doing research on this project. Listen, the contract was awarded to High-Tech Construction Company Limited, a firm often linked to Chaguri Group, without public bidding. That is a public document now from Google, as you can see. Now listen, project cost. The project is estimated at 15 trillion naira. That is between $11 billion to $12 billion. Listen to the worst part of it. Financing. The project is a public-private partnership with 30% funding from the government and 70% expected to be sourced by the contractor. 70% expected to be sourced by the contractor. That means other contracts, other areas of revenue has been earmarked for the contractor to raise 70% to fund it. Is the coastal highway going to be told? That information is not out. What is Nigeria giving to Chaguri to source money? Where are they sourcing the money from? Which other contract do they have that they are sourcing the money from? Or they are doing the illegal money in the north of Nigeria to source money to finance the contract? Or Nigeria has decided to... I'm done.
Tinubu right now is sitting on one of the hottest seats on the planet. He's under pressure. A lot is happening behind closed doors that Nigerians do not know. He's under pressure from the north, the Fulanis, and the northern leaders, to be precise, because they are the ones who are the northern leaders. There must have been some sort of agreement between Tinubu and Buhari before they gave him the presidency. Right now, it's like Tinubu is sidelining them, hence the attacks. The recent attacks and the attacks they've been attacking since Tinubu took power, all those are messages they are sending to Tinubu that we are watching you. You are not fulfilling your promises. Tinubu is planning something that Nigerians do not know. If you ask me, I think I'm not in favor of Tinubu. Don't get me wrong. I don't go missing my words. And I will talk about why I'm not in favor of Tinubu. Tinubu is kind of trying to reset Nigeria. And if he resets Nigeria in a way where the Fulanis will be paralyzed in the sense of power to be taken from them. Because if the Fulanis no longer have power, this their jihadist attempt to Islamize Nigeria would die off. It would die off. Tinubu
if you find this video interesting,
is kind of
share
silently
it, put down your comments,
fighting
and share to your
with the
friends
Fulanis,
so that they'll put their own
with the
comments.
northern leaders, and they are not happy about it. Hence all the attacks, the recent attacks. Those were messages sent to Tinubu. Remember your promise. Do what we ask. Nigeria must be Islamized. This and that must be done. You promised to do this, you promised to do that, but you are no longer doing those things you promised. Even Shetima is part of the promise to Tinubu. The APC, that is the Muslim ticket, was also part of the promise. There were a lot of things Tinubu did while campaigning that were part of the promise. And now it appears like Tinubu is no longer following that path, and the people who went into agreement with him are upset. They are not happy. If you ask me, what the best thing Tinubu can do, if you ask me, is to allow America military base in the north. Now, Tinubu should allow the Americans to have a military base in the north that will be monitoring them like a hawk. And if America military base is in the north, that will crumble them, cripple them, and sideline them forever. If I were Tinubu, that would be what I would do. Have this kind of solid cooperation agreement with America to have a military base in the north, a strong one at that, to cripple the Fulanis. Nigerians need to take power from the Fulanis. We need to cripple them so that this their mission to Islamize Nigeria and to spread across Nigeria their Sharia laws would be put to an end. Power needs to be taken from the Fulanis in order for Nigeria to survive. Because if we do not take power from the Fulanis, Nigeria will continue to be under threat, under attacks. Tinubu should go into agreement with the Americans, to have a solid military base in the north that will be monitoring the Fulanis. And after that, the Hausas will gradually take their place in the north, because the Hausas need to take their place in the north. Let the Hausas be the one that lead in the north. Gradually, you get rid of a lot of things that the Fulanis they have established in the north. Power must be taken from them for Nigeria to have peace, for their jihadist attempt to be put to an end. Some drastic decisions need to be taken regardless. That is the only way Nigeria will survive. And the ball is now on the court of Tinubu. Tinubu needs to do the right thing for Nigerians. So I thought to share this with you guys. God bless.
I don't talk am before, I will still talk am again. The only solution for Nigeria is make everybody go their separate ways. That is the only solution. By this way, you see challenges, development, infrastructures will be going on in various countries. That is the only solution. If you are dreaming one Nigeria, ask them, what is the meaning of one Nigeria? What are you getting as one Nigeria? You are living as like animal that live in the, even animals live in the zoo is more better. Even the jungle are more better the way we live our life now. So what are you getting in this one Nigeria? What is it that the Yoruba don't want to let go? What is it that the Hausas, the Fulani don't want to let go? So let everybody go in separate ways, so that we can have rest of mind. Then when we go there, in my own country, if somebody that I know is intimidating me, then we'll get it down with the person. We are not, this one I will not say, yeah, because of his Yoruba. No, he is an Igbo. We'll deal with him. That is how it's supposed to be. So enough of all this nonsense. Guys, share and drop your own opinion in comment section.